Welcome back to the Black and White Show. I'm Sheldon.
And I'm Mark. Hey, you're going to love this. Do you realize people are afraid to talk to each other about race?
Oh, yeah, I'm getting the same kind of thing. Yeah. Race is a very touchy subject.
No, it's not. All you got to do is talk. I mean, come on. All you got to do is say, look, I don't understand something. Do you mind if you could explain this to me? How freaking hard is that?
Well, it's sometimes hard. It depends on what you're talking about. And if you rub someone the wrong way, and as an example, if you put it out in print and all that, then maybe your boss sees it, and you're a black guy, and your boss is white.
Right.
No more promotions for you.
Yeah.
So I mean, I sort of understand that, but because of all the issues that we have, how else does it get resolved? Example, our show is one of the only shows that you'll see like this, with a black and white on the show discussing black and white issues.
Right.
I mean, you'll get black shows where you have black people
talking about black issues.
Talking about black issues. You'll have a white show talking about...
Never talk about a black issue. other than crime.
Yeah, it's just the fear of that type of thing. And it's interesting.
No, it's pathetic. I really think it's pathetic. Again, how do you get to the next level of, how do you get over racism or just a perception of not liking each other because of color? What really bugs me about this is a white guy could go talk to a Hispanic dude all day long like it's no big deal, But oh my God, he'll ask him a million questions. Hey, where are you from? What do you do? What was your country like? And as soon as it comes to a black dude and they want to talk to him and say, well, hey, what about such and such? How did you feel about O.J. Simpson? Let's just throw something out there. You never approach a black guy and say, what's your thoughts on O.J.? When that's one of the biggest questions I would love to throw out is like, hey, what did you think?
And while I agree and disagree with you, because even during the O.J. time when it was the trial, I have a great friend, and we talk up to today, and and the whole O.J. Simpson, and again, that was a black man being tried, for those of you who don't know, was being tried for killing his ex-wife, who happened to be white.
Right.
It was a huge deal because O.J. was extremely popular at the time. Football player,
everybody loved him,
and everything.
Everybody
and that brought out a lot of. I mean, it was just a complete divide on who thought he was guilty and who thought he was innocent. And it was right down the race line.
It was down the race line.
It was down the race line.
But that's my point. My point is that
But to complete my point, my thought, we were able to talk about it. I was able to talk about it, but it was. And maybe because this happened to be a really good friend, we even made bets on it, kind of stuff, like lunch and stuff like that, stuff like that. But again, if you weren't a friend and you were just standing next to somebody, and I remember being in a bar when that verdict was read, it was, all the black people, we all jumped up, yay, and all the white people just looked at us angrily, and it was just really, again, when things pop up. Along the way, here we are divided down the race line.
Right.
So it makes people nervous to talk about it.
But what's the problem? Is the problem that you can't have an opinion based on how you feel about something? So if I felt, which I did, I felt O.J. was guilty, and I love the whole fact that Johnny Cochran took it and went after Mark Furman, and said, oh, he said the N-word, which was, that was brilliant from a standpoint of what he does for a living. It was brilliant. But again, I sat there and I was like, wow, this guy just got off of murdering 2 people, and people are happy about it. See?
Yeah, because it just never happened before.
Right.
That was the thing. As many black people, black men in particular, that went to jail for not doing anything. Jail, killed, electric, everything.
Right.
To see someone who was in the process of getting off for something that he probably did.
Right.
We don't know if he had, but probably did. That was more the joy, more over than the whole O.J. thing.
You didn't get this one.
Yeah, you didn't get this one.
Right.
Yeah, so, even if it might have been the right one to get.
Right. All right, so drop the whole O.J. thing. So let's talk about other things. one of the big issues is single black women raising their kids. You know, from a family standpoint, that's not healthy for a kid to be raised just by one parent.
Yeah, but that's been, I mean, when you look at, it's not just single black women. I mean, you've got a lot of women that are raising their children now.
Well, but that's changed because back in the early, I don't know, 50s and 60s, white couples were a higher percentage. Okay, and single black women were more prevalent. No, I know why.
Because you kept throwing us black men in jail.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. But again, you know, no. But I'm using that as an example. Some of these things that we see because of what we do in the community, you know, we actually see that it's not helpful, and you know, and you can't say it because then if you say it, it's like, well, who are you to judge me? You know, and then it just goes and
then you've got the different politicians who are trying to get rid of places that can help the single parent period.
Right.
And you know, so cutting those programs, you know, so I don't even want to get into that part of it, but
okay, but again, a child being raised, it's better for both parents to be involved. You know?
Yeah, but you know, there are a lot of kids that are raised by grandmas and stuff that do really great things as they go along.
Yeah,
and sometimes a father being there, you know. And again, I don't want to say it because it's great. It's great to have both parents, you know. But things happen. I mean, you know, parents.
If there's a death, I mean, that's fine. Yeah,
things happen. And I think that today, if you look at today compared to where we were even 20, 30 years ago, what's the divorce rate today? Like 50%.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, so things have changed, but at the same time, again, you know, how do we discuss just, you know, we want to be able to discuss things without people being afraid to discuss it.
Right.
And that's part of what we're running into when, you know, when I go out and I talk about some of the stuff that we do in these segments.
They start cringing, huh?
You know, depending upon who it is.
Yeah, they cringe. We're really talking about that?
Yeah, we're really talking about it. And, you know, and a lot of people are like, hey, this is a great idea.
Right.
You know, I haven't seen this being done.
Right.
You know, and it is sort of going out on a limb a little bit. Yeah. But it's something that should be done. I mean, it's something that there's no reason that we shouldn't be able to talk to each other about things.
Yeah. One of the things I want to throw out there since we're talking is black comedians. I've never had a problem with a black comedian making fun of a white guy. You know, I'm a white guy. You know what I mean? But yet I have friends who are white who, man, you think that guy just killed somebody because he did that.
Wait, say again. Who are white?
Who are white? Who have actually, you know, watched the show where a black comedian makes fun of a white guy, and they're livid. They're absolutely livid over it.
Oh, upset over it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm just like, wow, really? Because I think comedy, the door's wide open.
Yeah, I believe so too.
You know,
I mean, I believe that, you know, if you're a comic, you should be able to make your jokes as you're going along. Now, I do believe that if you're going to, you know, hit upon the race thing, that you need to make sure you're doing it on as many different races as possible. If you're just on
if
one
you're isolating
race,
on,
then that's an issue.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're on multiple races and everything, then that's different. Right. You know, I know that a comic recently got in trouble for things he said about homosexuals.
Yeah, he called him a.
Yeah, and you know, he got in trouble for it. But you know, if you listen to what he does, he tends to hit upon all the different. I mean, he makes fun of like everybody. So
when did the F word become the N word?
I don't know.
I mean seriously,
there's a lot of words that we could talk about that don't mean what they meant when we were young.
Yeah.
So, you know,
definitely.
And, you know, but so people are nervous about talking about black and white issues and talking about it with other people and definitely putting in print and talking about it and sending, you know, what we want people to do here is to send into our show and
they're very apprehensive about doing that
because we won't say names and all that. Right. But again, they're nervous about it because, you know, you don't want your next door neighbor to go, hey, what did he say?
Wait, look, this is what you do. You make up, what you can get Gmail, you can make like as
make
many
up a name.
as many names as you want. So make up a name and then send an email. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
And again, we're not saying so and so from such and such sent in.
Right.
Why do black people or why are white people? You know, we're not doing that.
No,
so,
we won't do that. We won't do that. We won't even say your name unless you put in the email. You don't care.
Yeah.
We won't even say your name. So, yeah, that's why. I mean, it's just something that's been down through you know, for the last.
So
I would
ridiculous.
say 40 years. You just you know certain things.
You know me. I got a question that's coming out, and that's how I think.
Well, we've become so politically correct now and I hate the PC.
Yes.
That you know that everyone's afraid to say anything about anybody because the first thing they do is you sue.
or you become a racist.
Yeah. Or you become a racist, and then they put it online that you're a racist. And I mean, the internet is just ridiculous how it can take things and blow things up, and then it's out there for life.
Right.
So people get nervous about it.
Definitely is.
But I think you know, going forward, you know, hopefully this show will be a conduit to help people talk about things.
So basically, the reason we brought this segment up is, look, this is what we want you to do. Communicate. Talk to people. Talk to us. You like something on our show, go ahead and, you know, say it. You don't like something we just did, say it. But if you have a friend, you know, just say something to them. You know, don't be afraid of it. What's it gonna hurt?
Yeah.
You know, the worst you can do is find out you won't be talking about that stuff anymore.
I know. If you mention it once and you
get that look,
feeling and nothing, then you know, well, maybe that's another time to talk about.
Can I talk to you about something?
Yeah. You just.
What do you want to talk about? Yeah.
So, you know,
that's when you clear out.
That's when you you judge it because certain people are squeamish about certain things. Right. So. You know, you look and you go, okay, well, I can't talk to him about that. I'll talk to him about sports. You know what I mean?
Sports. What a beautiful thing. Nobody cares what color you are as long as the position you're playing, you can hold to it.
Yes,
that's all they care about.
That's all they care about.
So, anyway.
Maybe we should do a football segment.
Oh, we'll get into sports.
But anyway. So, you know, write in. Go to our website. Go to our Twitter. Go to Twitter. There's so much social media now.
Call us 240-415-0006. And you can leave a voicemail, and then we'll take it, and we'll play it, and we'll talk about it. So on that note, we'll see you.